So I'm going to be showing you how to pull music from a CD and save it onto your computer. I've taken a CD and I've placed it in my CD drive in my computer, and I'm going to be using Windows Media Player right here. I'm going to click on Windows Media Player, and on the top tabs, you're going to go to the RIP tab, and in the lower right-hand corner, I'm going to click on the button Start RIP. The CD that I have inserted in my CD drive is called Feng Shui. You can see there are 8 different songs or tracks of music on my CD. You can see the length of time for each song, 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and so on. Currently it is ripping the first song, and you'll see it's ripping it at 80-90%. And now it says ripped to library. So what that means is if you look under this library tab just to the left of ripped, this is where all my music is. So you can take several CDs and rip those and have all of those CDs or music stored in the library here in the Windows Media Player. I'm just going to let the rest of these CDs go ahead and be pulled into my library. What we're going to be doing is, once we have those music tracks in our library, they're saved on our computer. And we can then burn those. We can go to the Burn tab and we can burn those music tracks onto a CD, or we can go to the Sync tab, which means that we're actually taking those music tabs and syncing them to an MP3 player. And we'll be showing you how to do that as well. So we're almost finished completing ripping this entire CD, which will then be located in our library. So just one moment. Okay, so these are all ripped to the library, so I should be able to go to my library tab, and there they are. The Feng Shui, here are the 8 different tracks from that CD. They now are on in my library. They should also be located on my computer as well. So if I close Windows Media Player, if I go to my computer, let me see if they're there. My documents, my music, various artists, and there's that Feng Shui CD there as well. So now it's also saved under my computer, my documents, my music, and it went to various artists, and you see it there. Now I'm going to be showing you how to burn that music that we've just ripped from the CD onto a blank CD. So what I'm going to do is put a blank CD into my CD drive on my computer. You must make sure that your CD drive on your computer is a writable CD drive, which means that you can write onto it. So I'm going to go back into Windows Media Player, and I've already burned a CD, or ripped a CD, I should say. I've already ripped a CD, meaning I've taken the songs from a CD, I've pulled them off, and they're now located in my computer. Now I want to take those songs from this CD here and burn them onto a CD or compact disc. So I'm clicking on Burn, and if you click on the little drop-down arrow here, you'll see this pop up, and you're going to select Audio CD because we're burning an audio CD. So now that I've put the CD in, you can see over on the right-hand side of the screen, it just popped up that I have a CD in the disk drive, and it's a blank one. And there's 79 minutes and 57 seconds of available time on there. So now we're under the Burn tab, and I'm going to click onto this. I'm going to click it, and holding my finger on the mouse button, I'm going to drag it over here and drop it. And just before I drop that, I'm going to take this out for a moment. You can see it says here, drag items here to create a burn list. So let's say I'm going to drag and drop this over here. You can drag all of these sounds, but I'm just going to drag a few of them to save us some time. So I'm just going to drag 2 sounds. If I wanted all of them, I could drag all of them. You can see I also have other CDs here as well. I could drag sounds from these other CDs as well. So maybe I want to take this sound, this track, and drop it in. So now I have 3 different tracks of music ranging from 6 minutes to 3 minutes long. And now you see the colored bar here has moved over. That's indicating how much of the disc I'm using. So now I have 64 minutes remaining. So to burn, you're going to go down to the lower right-hand corner and you'll see Start Burn. Once I select the Start Burn button, it's preparing each track, and then it's going to go back and actually burn, writing to the disc. So it's actually burning those songs or tracks of music to the CD. It takes just a few minutes for each track to be written onto the CD. Once that's done, it will automatically close the CD and the CD drive will open. So you will have your finished CD immediately. Let this finished. This particular track is 6 minutes long. This one is 5 minutes long. This one is 3 minutes long. So it takes less time the longer the track, the longer it will take. So the 3-minute one will be a little quicker. If for some reason you wanted to stop, you can click on Stop Burn if you decided you wanted to add some other tracks of music. And in a moment, it says it's finalizing the disc, and the disc will be popping out of my CD drive in just a moment. And that is how you take tracks of music and put them on a CD. Now you can take that CD out of your computer and play it on any CD player. And it says complete, and my CD drive just opened. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to open Foxtab and convert a normal MP3 player file to a WAV file. The reason you would want to do that is because you also want to use Audacity to mix in noise into your particular track of music. So earlier we had a video that showed you how to take a track of music using Windows Media Player and place that track of music on your computer. So now that you have that track of music on your computer and you've downloaded Foxtab Audio Converter on your desktop, you're going to open that software. You can add a file by either clicking on this large purple button that says Add File, or in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see the Add File button as well. So I'm just going to click on this. Now this actually popped right up to My Music. If yours doesn't, you can go to My Documents, click on My Music. The songs that I downloaded earlier or ripped from using Windows Media Player is under my Various Artists tab. It's called Feng Shui.